to Criminal Villains. I am your host, Jessica Kahainor, and I just wanted to tell you guys something because something was really bothering me about this situation. When I first saw Dee and Gabby, and we all know who they are, and if you guys don't, press a 2, and I will remind you guys who they are. Gabby, she is Kada Scott neighbor. They stay in the same area. And Dee, she says that she have seen Kada Scott in the neighborhood, I guess when she goes to visit Gabby. But when we talked to Dee and Gabby, they both seemed surprised of Keon King's actions. They said, "Oh my goodness, I wouldn't even think that he would do something like this. Oh my God, I couldn't even believe it." But you know what? I was doing some digging, and they have a whole police report. I mean, Gabby and Dee is allegedly criminals. It is not even allegedly if you look at the paperwork. Gabby and Dee and Keon King, they are notorious of setting individuals up and putting paws on people, as if Keon King had Dee and Gabby working for him, doing nefarious things when it comes to the drugs, when it comes to putting somebody in their place, when it comes to setting different people up, whether there be boys or girls. Dee and Gabby was some of his go-to individuals that he worked with. I mean, these individuals work for him, allegedly. And also, you guys have heard about the case where the burner phones, and they pinged the burner phones from this house, and in this house is two other girls there, and Keon King is using their phone to send text messages, and they know Keon King is a big drug dealer, allegedly. So here we go again with he's having these girls work for him because he runs an enterprise. He runs a corporation. He is a businessman. I don't know if he was looking for Kada Scott to be in relationships romantically, or was he trying to get her to be one of his workers? These guys often will find young girls that want some money that will work for them. And I don't know if they're selling it, where they're selling it at different schools, at different places. But we know Kada Scott, she was always on the move, So I'm not sure of that. But I wanted to show you guys some findings. I want to play the audio where this lady pretty much exposed Dee and Gabby and says these individuals, they on multiple reports doing criminal activity with Keon King. So for Dee and Gabby to come up here on this internet and say, "Oh my goodness, I didn't know he was that way. I had no idea he would be that way. I was so lost. I couldn't believe it." They are lying. And if a person will lie to you about that, when this person is dead, honey, they will lie about everything. And then did you notice Gabby, when she's talking, she's like pharmaceutical, it's a pharmaceutical thing. So, hey, Ann says, "I'm from Philly. So yes, we're waiting for truths to come out from all involved." Yes, Ann. And Ann, I'm not going to be here for a long time, just a little bit, girl. So can you hit that link? We would love for you to come up here. I would love to hear what you have to say about this. And for you guys that are watching, can you guys please like this video? It helps the algorithm, and it helps me to know I should talk more about this case. And I need you guys to be involved. I need you guys to engage, okay? And I promise you I will be consistent with the Kada Scott's case. I promise Philly I would do my best to do the best I can with this case. But Philly, I need y'all help. I can't do it alone. Y'all know y'all city better than me. Y'all have your own languages. Hell, I need y'all help. So if you guys can hit that link to come up here. Is this something going on with my YouTube? Let me know. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth. I'm not sure. Is it me or is it you? Okay. So what I want to do first, I want to go here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to go here. Now, I may have to pull her down. The reason why I pull her down, but you can still hear her, because she brings up the actual paperwork. And YouTube, for whatever reason, they don't like you to bring the paperwork. They feel like you're exposing somebody's address, and I don't ever want to be, you know, like I'm exposing anybody, anything. So I want you guys to hear this.
Regards to Gabby and Dee that was intertwined with the Kada Scott case. This is Gabby right here. So y'all know that Gabby and Dee were co-defendants on a previous case. This is Gabby's charge, so let's talk about it. I know that previously we have all been told that Gabby and Dee were paid off to attack the previous victim of Keon King's first case. Or shall I?
Did you hear that? Did you hear what she said? Keon King, allegedly, from what she said, was going around, and I don't know if he was paying them or they were just doing it for free, but putting paws on girls, you know, shutting people up. And they have gotten in trouble together. I'm talking about paperwork and illegally stuff together and assaulting.
I say previous.
So for all this, oh my God, I didn't know he was that type of violent guy. Hell, you just like him. You knew what it was because you guys did some shit together multiple times. You guys get money together. They get money together. They do business together. That's why the homegirl, you know, she wasn't bluntly saying everything. She was calling it, you know, whatever she was calling it, because they in cahoots together. You know, they have each other back. They're working partners. All of them.
Case. So in fact, that's wrong. Gabby and Dee, the victim of this case, was actually a bully that had bullied Dee back in high school. Now, they were out in public. They saw this victim. They saw this girl, and they exchanged words with her, and allegedly Gabby maced her, and Dee went in and went at her. Now, this is coming from...
So Gabby and Dee, they have a history of ganging people, you know? And Ann, what did you say? Ann says, you asked me to do that the other night. Yeah, I'm going to always ask you to speak up, Ann. You know, speak up. Why wouldn't you want to speak up? Ann says, you talk shit negative about my city. Listen, I talk shit about America, okay? I talk shit about the world. Don't take it personal. I just call it like it is, okay? But I like Philly. I mean, I have nothing against Philly. Philly is part of America. You're American, baby. You know, toughen up. All right? I'm not here for this shit, girl. We trying to solve a damn case. We don't got time for your feelings, Ann. Put your feelings aside and help me solve this case. Okay, we have one thing to do. Solve the case. Put your feelings aside. All right? Hey, I'm her Toya, and let's get these likes up, y'all. Come on, let's get these likes up. All right, let me continue on. So you hearing how Dee and Gabby get down, right? Y'all hearing how thugs they are, how they jump on people. They mace them, and then the other one go in with the licks.
Family of these two girls. Now, they have told me that Gabby has taken and set up some type of plea to drop some of her charges, and Dee has court this Friday in this case. I just wanted to clear some things up and clear this case up and the accusations that are going on. Hey everyone, so
Dee and Gabby are hoodlums, girl. They are down with Keon. They work for him. They do violent activities for him. They possibly doing some sales for him. They probably recruit other people to work for him. And those girls that they find and Keon King use their burner phones, I believe they work for him too. He got a whole bunch of people working for him. He's a businessman. And he's working for somebody. He's working for somebody. And y'all already know his father is detective and he's very heavily protected. So let's get back to D. Listen to her. Now knowing that D and Gabby are thugs, they with the shits, okay? They out there selling and doing crime with Keon King multiple times. They got the paperwork. They jumping on girls for Keon King to shut their ass up because other girls were going to come forward too, but they had to put the pause on them to shut them up. So I got to look back at this and see this in a whole different light. Listen to D.
I ever only knew of Keon because of her. She introduced me to him, and that's how we met. The video of the car was from when we first met, when I first met him. I posted that video basically just saying, like, wow, I cannot believe I was around this man, and he does stuff like this. You know, that was my whole purpose.
Shut up! That's a lie! They have her on paperwork. Her and Gabby doing assaults with Keon King. Okay? Against other girls. But I guess y'all didn't know that, because if y'all would have known that, y'all would have been saying something. It took that other girl to come up and pull the paperwork. And every time I try to pull the paperwork, YouTube be like, you can't show this. So that's why I don't pull the paperwork. Y'all just going to have to hear her audio. Because trust and believe, Gabby, D, Kada, not Kada, but the rest of them, they watching. Anything that pop up with their name, they watching, baby.
Okay.
My thing with Gabby, we stopped being friends and everything. Like, we were friends for at least 15 to 16 years. I've known her my whole entire life.
Bull crap! She known that girl for her entire life. And all of a sudden, over Kada Scott, they stopped being friends. Y'all believe the play? These girls always doing play. They always working in the field. They always setting men up and women up. This is what they do. They good at lying and setting up a play. Do y'all believe that? They've been friends for 15 years. She been knowing her whole life. And all of a sudden, they just not going to be friends because they're going to take the moral ground. And oh my God, this is just too much. Press 1 if you really believe that D and Gabby are not friends anymore. Press 9 if you don't believe that shit. That sounds good, but all y'all do is do criminal activity. And how well, I didn't know him. Child, you on record with him. Paperwork. Like, this is so surprising. You know how that man get down because you get down with the man too. You with the shits too.
Like, my family knows her. We are really close with Gabby. So Gabby basically called me, informing me of everything she stated on TikTok. And me being a woman, I don't support stuff like that. And that could have been me because of the fact that we were around him. She introduced me to him. So I found that really crazy that she called me saying that.
Can I ask you a quick question before I forget?
Yeah. Okay.
Have y'all ever been assaulted by this man? Either one of y'all. I'm just asking. Okay. Yeah.
Child, he asking the wrong questions. These girls do the assaulting. These are some thugs and dresses and wigs on and eyelashes. Hell, y'all saw Gabby with all that shit in her face? They don't get assaulted. They do the assaulting. Okay? Shit.
No.
No, not at all. Every time I was around him, he never showed these character traits.
So it's fair to say that.
Girl, look at the paperwork this summer. She showed the same traits of violence too. She's very violent. D and Gabby, they both are.
You thought he was on the up and up.
Yeah, like when we was around him, I was never really around him. When I would see him, he would pull up to bring Gabby weed, and she would go get in the car with him, and that would be that. That was how I seen him. That's how
Okay.
I've ever seen him. I seen Kada because she lives in the neighborhood, and she always walked her dog and stuff, and I live on her block. So that was the whole point of me recording that video, because I live on the block.
So they both live on a block, allegedly. And look, the people are not buying it. They said, is D the one that was showing her block, or am I getting it confused? Because if you ask me, D is guilty also. She caused her daily moves. She showed her daily moves, which gives stalker. She act like she ain't know Kada's name, but in fact, she knows Kada. They are lying. Gabby and D, they act like they don't know shit. They act like, oh my goodness, they know everything. They are part of it too. They are a part of it too. And I guess this whole we not friends no more and we beefing, that was just, to me, that was just a play. They played on y'all. They good at running plays. And clearly it worked.
Okay.
I was trying to show people in the area who aren't familiar, because a lot of people aren't familiar with this area at all.
Right.
This is like the nicer part of Philadelphia, kind of. So the fact that this even happened up here is just really crazy to me, because nothing usually happens up here. So I had made the TikTok trying to spread awareness about the fact that Gabby knows Keon. She doesn't want to talk. I tried to call the police, and, the police, they didn't seem as, like, they took my information, they took her name and stuff, but at the same time, my friends, my peers, they felt as though it maybe should have been on TikTok. At the time, I thought, okay, maybe TikTok would be a great place to broadcast how I felt, and
it don't go like that.
And stuff. Yeah.
They're not gonna.
Do you hear this, girl? I felt I was going to tell the police, but they wasn't really trying to take my information down. Girl, where is the police call? Where is the police report? They didn't give you a police report? What's the police report number that you got? Well, I talked to my peers. Who the fuck is your peers? D was your best friend. Who is your peers? Are you talking about that lawyer that's representing Keon? If y'all asking me, that lawyer that's representing Keon King is working with all of them. Gabby, D, and everybody that's associated with this case. They are running a whole play on everybody out here. That's why they got that boy, Keon, to turn himself in, and they moving the bodies. All that is gameplay. All that is having the girls come out here, argue with each other, falling out. Man, they running this shit like it's a theatrical. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's quiet now, though. I haven't heard no updates. It's kind of quiet now. So maybe what they're doing is working. I don't know. But, honey, it's very theatrical.
And that's why I did want to tap in with you, because here's the thing. I'm non-biased in the situation. You feel me? Like, I hear both sides. Like, I hear what you're saying, and I understand your perspective. But then I hear what Gabby is saying, and I understand her perspective. So I just want you to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, you feel me? I'm not being biased here. You know what I mean? I'm be straight up with you. But I kind of feel like Gabby didn't want to go to the police because, sometimes people just don't want to be involved. You know what I mean? But it takes...
Gabby don't want to go to the police because Gabby is a criminal too. Gabby don't want to go to the police because Gabby was involved too. And D was involved too. That's why neither one of these girls are going to the police. If they would have went to the police, somebody that's on this case, and trust me, you got people on a case, they can easily pull up a police report where D called and said something or something, or she should have some documentation to prove that, hey, I did talk to the police, I did give them a statement, and this is my report number that they gave me, show proof or something. I mean, she's getting online and showing everything else proof. She want to come so forthcoming, but all of a sudden, okay, you so forthcoming 1 minute, but then the next minute you gone. We still haven't got justice for her. We still haven't got justice. Why she so quiet now? Why is Dee and Gabby so quiet now? And I never even met Kada Scott, but you have. This girl lived on your block. How are they so quiet now? I would think they'd be the one more rallying, more speaking about this than I am. Why are they so quiet now? And I wonder if these people, the Keon King, they so big and powerful and bad, are they threatening the mother? Do you got press one if you feel like they threatening the mother? Because if you know these jokers running packs, press 9 if y'all know these jokers running packs. They run in packs. And I can see now, okay, Keon King is locked up. If this is gang affiliated or whatever they want to call it, organization, I can see them calling the mom, pranking the mom, doing the same thing to the mom, threatening her over burner phones, getting different girls to say different stuff, and the mom is just not speaking out. This is a dangerous game right here. And if y'all allow these individuals to get away with it, in the future, it's just going to get worse. It's just going to get worse.
I think that was also. But my thing is, she told him the girl address. So at this point, you're involved.
Okay, let me ask you this. It's just me and you talking.
She told him Kada address. So this part you involved. I don't know why they don't sit right with me. You told him the girl address. This part you involved. That don't sit right with me. I don't know why, but it don't sit right with me. And something about this, it doesn't sit right with me. We have on file, they all have been arrested multiple times before earlier this year for assaulting others and doing nefarious things. So for her to try to play it like she's so good and she want to detach herself away from these evildoers, and she had no idea that Gabby and Keon would do such horrendous things. Bullshit. Bullshit. I believe they have been coached what to say, how to say, and all that thing that came up here. Because they came up here real small, right? It was real short, and all of a sudden, we don't hear from them all. We don't hear. I need to go digging. But you know what, y'all? If y'all want me to continue to talk about this case, press 2. Leave a comment. I got to run. I can't be on here for too long. It's getting late. But I just want to say prayers up for Kada Scott, justice for Kada Scott. Yes, he's arrested, but he has a big-time lawyer with a lot of money, with a lot of influence that is trying to get this man out. So the fight is not over. Y'all have to continue to fight until things really stick. It's anybody game right now. It's anybody game right now, because you know these lawyers, they lie. They do a lot of twists and turns, baby. Okay? And he got people working for him in the government, powerful in the streets. No wonder why he felt like he can do whatever he want to do and get away with it. He got a lot of hitters in the streets. He got hitters in the government, in the police department, everywhere. Shit. Honey, I got to get on out of here. I love you guys. I'm Jessica Kahinor, and I will see you guys on another video. And you guys can get the likes up. It don't cost nothing to like. Damn. Like the video. I'm out.